Hey guys, it's Justine, but you can call me Blondie. Today is the last day of my week of Jaclyn Hill palettes where I make a fall look with each of the different Jaclyn Hill palettes. Today I'm using the OG Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palette. I've never used this before. I haven't even swatched these colors yet. But I think I'm going to do a burgundy look today. I've done an orange look, a yellowy green look, a purple look, and a dark green look. So today I'm going to do a burgundy look to finish off these fall makeup looks. So I'm just going to go ahead, zoom you guys in, and get started. So yesterday I mentioned that sometimes I like to put a pore filling primer in the middle of my face and a hydrating primer on the outer edges of my face. So I'm going to do that today. First I'm using the Estee Lauder the Smoother Universal Perfecting Primer. I just have this little sample of it. And so I'm going to put this on like the inner, like my nose and my cheeks, because that's where my pores are the biggest. And also right here on my forehead. And you know what? I'm even going to put a little on my chin too. My pores are bigger on my chin as well. And then I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer on the outer edges of my face. And this is a hydrating primer. And again, I just have a little sample of that one. And then for foundation today, I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This used to be my favorite foundation, but I haven't used it in a couple years. So we're gonna see if I still like it. I'm also gonna put just a little bit of color corrector on my brow, where my scars from my piercing are. Just gonna leave it like that, and let's go in with this foundation. Oh man, I remember why I liked this so much is because it's definitely a full coverage. Like the tiniest bit of product covers up so much. And it also blends out very, very nicely. Oh my gosh, and it just dries down like so nicely. It's probably not the best foundation for dry skin, and I do have dry skin, just because it does dry down. It doesn't leave you with like a dewy finish or something, but it just feels so good when it dries down. Like honestly, you could probably use this foundation and not even need to like set it with a powder because it just dries down so nicely. Okay, I'm like in love with this stuff all over again. Like the finish is just really nice. And like I said, I do have dry skin, but it doesn't seem to be, so far at least, it doesn't seem to be like getting super cakey. I guess I'll find out how it goes throughout the day. So now onto concealer. I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday and mix some Tarte Shape Tape with some Lancome Taint Idol Ultra Wear. And the reason I'm mixing them is because the Tarte is too light for me, but the Lancome one is too dark for me. Just going to put a little dot and then just blend them both in with the Morphe sponge. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but my skin looks so nice right now because of the foundation. I think after I use up this sample, I'm gonna buy a full size just because it really is so, so nice. And then for today's setting powder, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier just plain regular old setting powder. And I'm going to use a brush to just apply some all over my face. And then onto blush and bronzer. Again, I'm going to use this NARS Duo. It comes with the bronzer in the shade Laguna and the blush in the shade Orgasm. I feel like my first 4 videos were very chatty and this one is less chatty, but I just don't know what to talk about today. Did you guys watch American Horror Story on Wednesday? I mean, so far, I really like this season. I saw some people had some complaints on Twitter and stuff so far, but I've been liking this season. Well, I mean, I've been liking this season. There's only been 1 episode so far, but I liked the first episode, the premiere episode. What is your guys's, if you watch American Horror Story, what is your favorite season? My favorite season was Roanoke, followed by Murder House, followed by Asylum. My least favorite season was last season, Cult. I didn't even finish Cult. I think I watched like the first 3 episodes and then I didn't watch it because to me, it just like, the reason I liked Roanoke was because Roanoke, to me anyways, was like genuinely scary, and Murder House was like genuinely scary. Like when I was watching the season of Roanoke, my husband had to watch it with me. And he doesn't watch American Horror Story. Like I made him sit down and watch it with me because I was too scared to watch it alone. And so that's like why it's my favorite season. And like honestly, just in general, in the realm of like scary things, ghost stories and ghost shows are what tend to scare me the most. But Cult was like, it was just too gory for me. And I know that American Horror Story always likes to push the boundaries and they're always doing gross stuff, but Cult was too gory for me. If you don't watch American Horror Story, I highly recommend it, especially if you like, you know, spooky things, gory things. Even there are like seasons that aren't super scary. Like for example, Coven wasn't super scary, but it was still just like a really good storyline. But so anyways, I didn't finish Cult, but I think once it goes up on Netflix, I might take some time to watch it, even if I don't like sit down and you know, watch the whole thing. At least like play it in the background so I can kind of get like, just like play it in the background when I'm doing like laundry or dishes or something. That way I can just be kind of caught up, because in American Horror Story, what they tend to do is make references to previous seasons. For today's highlight, I'm going to use this Naked Cosmetics pigment in Sierra Nevada. This was my favorite highlight for like a really long time. It's actually an eyeshadow pigment, but it's just so sparkly. I think I need to start using this as a highlight again because it's just so, it's so sparkly and glittery, and I know some people don't like sparkly highlights, but I do. And then another show that I'm really excited for that comes out either this Monday or next Monday is Manifest, and I forget what channel it's supposed to be on, but they have like you can look for it on YouTube. I'm using the Anastasia brow definer for my brows, but it's they have like a clip that they've released, and it's like the first 15 minutes of the show, and it's like these people, like this woman who I'm assuming is the main character, her brother and her nephew get on this flight, and they hit some like turbulence. They're like caught up in a storm and there's lots of turbulence, but the plane's fine, it doesn't go down. And when the plane lands, this is like a spoiler of the first 15 minutes of the show, so if you haven't seen that, sorry. But anyways, so the plane goes down and they land, and everyone's freaking out because turns out their plane had gone missing, and it's like 5 years later or something. And that show looks really good. I think it's like on NBC or something. The way that like it's filmed though, it kind of reminds me of Under the Dome. Like actually like just a lot of those like sci-fi shows that kind of like they're good really, like they're really good at first, and then after a while they get less good. Like for example, Under the Dome, it kind of reminded me of Under the Dome. Like Under the Dome was really good at first, then after a while it just got not as good and I stopped watching it. And then there's a few other shows like that too that And the thing is they're all sci-fi shows, and I get really into them, and then after a while they just kind of like hit this plateau where it's almost like they can't top how outrageous the past episodes have been. Walking Dead was like that too. It's like everything in the show has been so crazy, and they can't like top the crazy anymore, and so it gets kind of boring. I think that's like, maybe that's just me. It's like a character fault in me that, you know, I get bored with shows really easily. But that's a big reason why I like American Horror Story so much, I think, because every episode is, or every season is completely different than the previous season. And so it keeps it interesting. So even if you don't like one season, you still return, you know, the following season to see what they've come up with. I'm not loving this eyebrow today. I feel like this is always my bad eyebrow. Okay, now onto eyeshadow. So today's look is going to be a burgundy look. So I think I'm going to start off with this color right here. What is this? 4 across. It's MFEO. What does MFEO stand for? But I'm gonna take that and just put it all over my lid. Now I know what everyone was saying by wanting a mirror on this palette, because a mirror would be so nice. I feel like today's look is gonna be easier than the past 2 days looks, because the past 2 days I was like trying something new. I was doing some like witchy makeup looks, using some dark colors I wouldn't always use. And now today I'm doing something that I do semi-often. I'm gonna take this like purpley shade. What is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, 5 across, 2 down. Hunts. And put that in my crease. I also see what people were complaining about when they said they don't like that the color or the names of the colors are on the back. That's kind of a pain in the butt. You know, I heard a lot of people saying that their Vault palettes were not as good as their original Morphe palette. But I think the Vault palettes, like the colors overall, were blending a lot easier than this one's blending. No, I don't know what. This is what I was talking about in Monday's video. The reason I liked the Vaults was because all the colors were like uniform and in smaller palettes, and so you looked at the palettes and could easily come up with a look. Whereas like big palettes with lots of color, you kind of look at and get overwhelmed because you can't choose. And that's the problem I'm kind of having right now, is there's so many colors in here, and there's quite a few colors that I could use for a burgundy look, and I just don't know which one to choose. I think I'm gonna do this one. It is 2, 3, 4, 5 across, 3 down. Jax. Yeah, Jax, this color right here, and then go ahead and put that in my crease as well. Oh, I really like that. Those two colors together looks really good. What kind of, anyways, so going back to the conversation, what shows do you guys like watching, especially during fall time? I feel like fall is the time I get most excited for shows, and then in summertime, I'll usually get excited for Big Brother. At the beginning of summer every year, I always get excited for Big Brother. I'll watch the first few weeks, and then I kind of just get a little bored with it, because after a while, it just ends up being the same thing over and over again. Just, you know, like I said, kind of the reason why I get bored with shows really easily. There's not a lot of shows I can watch, and when I'm like watching Netflix and stuff, I will usually choose to to watch a movie. Oh, you know what? One show that I have been watching on Netflix though is Versailles. And it's okay. One problem that I kind of have with it though is like I'm only in the first season and there's already so many important characters and I can't remember like who is who, and they all kind of have that like similar old-timey dress and they have similar like old-timey hairstyles and they all kind of look alike. And so like I keep getting all the characters confused. I'm like, which one, what? And so that one is a pretty good show though. Next, I think I'm gonna take this brown color. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across, 4 down, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chip. The color is chip. It is this kind of like cool toned brown. It's almost like a almost has like a little purpley tint to it. And I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of that in the outer corner and dust that into the crease just to make it a little deeper, a little darker. Shit, I'm gonna have to blend that now. I'm gonna use a different brush. I also think this palette is a lot more powderier. Because I like when I'm picking up colors with my brush, I notice a lot more powder, which doesn't bother me, but I know that bothers a lot of people. And their eyeshadows are like super powdery. I said I wanted this to be like not so smoky, and now it's like kind of smoky. But now I'm gonna go in with some concealer and do a little cut crease. I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just put a little bit on this Cover FX brush. I'm honestly just kind of doing the same thing I did with the Bling Boss palette and doing that cut crease up kind of higher than I normally would, because I really loved the way my cut crease came out when I was using the Bling Boss palette, which is the purple palette. My husband got one of those like little spray devices, like room fresheners, that like automatically spray, and it's in the bathroom, and every time it goes off it scares me. Because you know, you're not expecting it, everything is quiet, my daughter's sleeping, my son's at school, my husband's at work, and all of a sudden this thing just goes shh, shh, and it scares the crap out of me every single time. Anyways, that just went off. So now for the lid. Oh my gosh, there's so many pretty pinky colors. But I think I'm gonna use this like rose gold. This one is Firework, right? Yes, Firework. Oh my gosh, these like name things are so annoying. So this is the color Firework, and it's like a rose gold. I'm gonna try it with the brush. Yeah, I think the nice thing about these being powdery is that like the brush does pick up the powder a bit more than the other palettes. I'm still gonna use my finger. Actually, since I did the cut crease higher again, I'm gonna have to use the brush to get like that top of the cut crease. I think I might even use like a second shimmery shade more for the middle. I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, this color is so beautiful, Firework. My camera just like the memory card was full, and then I realized when I went in to delete some stuff that I totally forgot to zoom you guys into my eyes more. So sorry if you can't really see what I'm doing. I completely forgot to zoom you guys in more. Do you guys see this? The cut crease on this side is like flawless, and then on this side it's kind of not flawless. Which is funny because usually my left eye, I have a harder time doing eyeshadow on that eye. Today it came out better. I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of this color, Hunts again. I'm just kind of, thought I'm probably gonna fuck this up. Just kind of go over that line. To define the cut crease a little more. I'm gonna use the side of the brush to blend it a bit. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye too. Okay. I think that's better now that I've defined it more on this eye. And now I'm going to take Hunts again and put it on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take Jax, which again is like that purpley. I feel like Jax is like the true burgundy, and Hunts is more of like a rusty red. So I'm taking Jax and putting that on top. And I'm leaving like a little space right here because I want to put a shimmery shade right there. So I'm going to blend that out really quick. And then I think I'm going to take Sissy again, which is that pink color right here. And put Sissy, I'm going to use my finger, put that on my lower lash line. And then I think I'm going to take this really light pink and Faint, this one right here, and put that on my inner corner. I wish this palette had like a champagne-y color. I guess, are these two shimmers? I guess they're shimmery, but they're not like foiled. I wish there was like a color that would be, you know, like a perfect champagne highlight in this. Okay, and now to mascara. I'm going to use the Lancome Hypno Strong mascara again. I've been using this all week. I really like this mascara. Just going to pop some of that on. I really like this look, but I think the cut crease, I think my favorite look so far this week is the one that I did with Bling Boss. And all the videos from this past week will be linked down below if you want to watch all of my 4 other looks. These are long videos because they are, I considered doing like just my eyeshadow, but like I had so many new products that I've gotten lately that I just wanted to try out and do like a mini, I guess not a mini review because they're long videos, but you know, just kind of review on products on camera, I mean, and give a little first impression. So I ended up doing like a full face every single day. So I hope you guys have been enjoying these long videos. Plus they're just get ready with me's and they're super chatty. I've tried doing get ready with me's that aren't super chatty, but I feel like they're just not as fun to film and it's not as personal. So I like doing the chatty get ready with me's. Plus I love to watch chatty get ready with me's because it really does feel like you're just hanging out with a friend. Since I talked about TV shows, what about books? What are your guys' favorite books? What books have you been enjoying lately? I've heard a lot of people talk about that Girl Wash Your Face book. And some people have loved it. I think most people have loved it, but I have seen a few people who hate it. But what are your guys' favorite books? What have you been liking lately? So, My two options for lipstick today are either this brown color, which is Naked Chocolate and Chocolate Honey. And that would look actually really cute with this. Or I could do Burgundy Eyes with a burgundy lip. And this is the Pop Beauty times Megs. This is the color Chakra. That's really cute too. Oh, I can't decide. So the red is Chakra or the brown. I think, oh, I don't know. They would both look kind of cute. I'm gonna do the brown just because I haven't used that lipstick in a long time, and I use this one fairly often. So I'm gonna go with this Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Chocolate Honey. For some reason, I remember this being a darker brown than it is. I think at the time that I stopped wearing this is because I was going for like a really light nude lip, and this was a darker, but I feel like this is really neutral though. It is on the, you know, like browner side, but it's not that dark. These Too Faced melted lipsticks, you guys, they just discontinued so many of the melted lipstick colors because now they're coming out with like the melted matte lipsticks. I was so sad because these go on so nicely. Like, they really are the easiest lipsticks to apply. And you know, a few years ago they were so hyped up, and now no one uses them. And like, they've discontinued so many colors. Like, I was on Sephora's website not too long ago, and they even discontinued Melted Chihuahua, which fortunately I have. And I actually saw it at Ulta when I was at Ulta the other day. They did still have some Melted Chihuahua, but they're not on Sephora's website anymore. So, okay you guys, I thought I was filming and I wasn't, but I decided to use the Pop Beauty one anyways, and I put it on top of the Chocolate Honey. And what I was saying before I realized my camera wasn't on was that it's kind of hard to put this lipstick on top of the chocolate, the Too Faced one, because the Too Faced one is like a very creamy, almost glossy lipstick, whereas this is a matte lipstick. And so it was kind of hard to put it on top at first, but now not only do I really like the color, because having the brown lipstick under this one kind of toned down the red, but the consistency is also really nice. It's like almost like a satin consistency when you mix these two together. So I think I like this one actually better for today, just because I am going for like a burgundy look, and I feel like the brown one just made it look, I don't know, it kind of just made the look more everyday, I guess. And this week I am going for more fall looks, more like very on theme looks for this week. So that's it. I'm gonna zoom you guys out. All right, so here's the final look. I just curled my hair and the curls are already falling flat. I should have put more hairspray on them. This is why I like doing the tight curls, because the tight curls last so long. Anyways, that is it for today's makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this week of Jaclyn Hill makeup looks with a different fall look every single day. I've had so much fun making these videos. I love filming get ready with me's, but like I said earlier this week, I hate editing them because I never know what I should cut out and leave in. Do you guys want to see me, like, the entire process of me putting on the makeup? Do you want me to do it, but like do it in a quick, like speed it up? Do you want to just see the parts where I'm talking? I never know how to edit them, so let me know, because I do have some more get ready with me's that are going to be coming up within the next couple of weeks. But that is it for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.